Aaron is in his late 60s. He met Anna at a car wash one morning. She asked him if he had an extra coin, and he smiled and gave her one. Ever since that day, they hit it off. They started dating. He met her grandchildren, and she met his. The days went on, and the two had gotten closer and closer. Soon the lovebirds were texting each other every day. She made him feel like he was in his 20s. One day she went to her doctor to get a checkup. They found a lump in her breast. She had noticed it before, but didn't want to draw any attention to it. Her health was changing. She was feeling sick and was getting pains in her stomach and neck. Aaron dropped her off at her doctor's appointment on his way to work. She had planned for her son to pick her up when the appointment was over. The drive home was silent. She didn't know how to tell her son nor her boyfriend about the results. She sat in her kitchen, pondering the horrible news. She just couldn't believe it. She has cancer, and it had already spread. She finally found someone she cares about and treats her good, and now she has cancer. She went to bed early that day to try to sleep it away, hoping she would fall asleep and wake up and find it was all just a bad dream she had. But when she woke up and looked in her purse, then came across the test results, she cried for hours before she could work up the courage to tell her family. She didn't know how to tell her new love interest. She felt he would leave her to fight alone, leave her for another woman who isn't sick. She couldn't let that happen. She went to see a woman she read about in the paper, a woman who does black magic. She wanted to stay with Aaron forever. She paid the woman to cast a spell on Aaron for her to be with him forever. She just couldn't bear to lose the first person that made her feel so special. The next couple of weeks, she gave Aaron some good times in the bedroom. She cooked and made some of the best meals he had ever tasted. She replaced his bedroom clock with one he liked when they were walking through a mall on a Saturday evening. He had seen it in a window of a store and told her he liked it, so she got it for him. He told her whenever he sees that clock, it will remind him of their love. She treated him like a king. He treated her like his queen. She was beginning to feel healthy and stronger, but it all fell away. Soon she knew she didn't have the energy to keep doing these things. She paid a phony to cast a spell for her, she thought. One day she sat down with Aaron and told him about the cancer and that it had already spread. Aaron hated that she couldn't bring this to him sooner, but he loves her. He wanted to be there for her, so he was. He helped her when she needed a ride for her appointments. He was there when she went in hospice. He held her hand when she let out her last breath. Aaron sat in his bedroom in the dark. He thought of his manager's job and all the stress he has over his head, with the talks of him probably getting replaced because he wasn't meeting the qualifications of his job's task. He thought of Anna, who always calmed him down and took his mind off of work, but now she wasn't there anymore. He closed his eyes, remembering holding her while she slept in his arms. His eyes teared up. He couldn't believe she was gone. Soon, he slowly fell asleep. Soon after, he woke to the sound of his bedroom door opening with a slight creak. He sat up in bed and yanked the chain to his lamp to turn on the light, but it didn't work. The chain rattled in the night as it clanged back into the lamp, knocking it as he released it. A moaning sound is heard in the dark of the door. Soon blonde, stringy hair is seen. A woman in a gown slowly walks in, partially bald. She looks hurt. It's Anna. She has black cancer sores all over her skin. Her skin looks bruised and decaying. Her face is deadly pale. The light coming from a street light illuminates into the bedroom from a window. His eyes widen as he is sickened by the way she looks. She falls at the foot of the bed and starts crawling up to Aaron slowly. She looks at him, moaning out his name. He tries to move away, but he doesn't leave her. He just stares at her, horrified. She crawls onto him, grabbing the bed clothes. He can feel her weight on his legs as she moves closer and closer. She hugs him. He lays on his back, trying not to panic. Blood drips from her eyes as she embraces him. She then lifts up from his chest and looks at him. Her eyes look vacant, soulless, like the woman he knew was no longer there. She then whispers into his ear, "Together forever." She places both of her cold hands on both sides of his face, then breaks his neck with a forceful jolt. A loud pop sound is heard. He falls limp. His left hand hangs off the side of the bed. She drops on him as lifeless as he is now. The two lay lifeless in the dark, non-moving, not making a sound, just silent. The only sound heard in the bedroom is the sound of Aaron's favorite clock on the wall and the sound of the wind thudding against the glass outside the window.